intermission under mangroves. My body needed to release. I called my girl and I said, let's go to the beach. I need to meditate under those leaves of mangroves. I need to feel the water under me so I can release. We packed our bags and we went there. And underneath those sounds, I had to go through my release process. Yeah, it was a lot of darkness on the inside. A lot of anger, a lot of fear. I had to get to the root of this issue, what it was that was bothering me. The world seemed to be going crazy, but I needed a release. There had to be a bigger issue on me. I needed a release. I needed a way to let go of the trauma. I needed to let go of the pain. I needed to let go of grief that seemed to overwhelm me at times. I just needed a release. When you got friends like mine, we go down to the beach with just a phone call. That's one of the great joys about living here in Florida. Along its emerald waters and its sandy white beaches, I took my sound bath journey. I knew it wasn't going to be easy. I knew there was going to be some darkness that I had to face. But after that, the darkness comes to light. Going on this journey of mine, I had to release pressure of work, pressure of mom, pressure of wife, student, mother, performer, black woman. I needed to be released from these boxes that society had put me in. I needed a break from that device that's constantly in my hand. I had to release. We sat on that beach with chimes of bells, the sounds of ocean, the waves crashing. I needed to release. There, on those shores, I could hear the water. I could hear the birds calling, the ocean, the breeze. Let go of fear. Let go of rage. I had to embrace it. What's that fear that's underlying it all? I had a dream last night. Things just wasn't right. I was in a courtroom full of people giving me sneers and grins. I looked at the judge, his face was all pale, old, and wrinkly. Sitting there in all his black, sat a tall, dark male that had to be at least 16. He talked of all the things I talked, how black people were from Africa, brought here on slave ships to look for us to move. They separated our families, killed our women, erased the memory of our past, took what away we knew was right and told us it was all wrong. Said y'all civilized and gave us God, told us to pray to him and he would take all our troubles away. But first, you must pray to Jesus for your sins to go away. The prosecutor asked, what proof did she have? He replied, some history books from back in the day. It had pictures and gave graphic details of what they took away. They disguised it so much as their own that once everybody saw it, they claimed it as their own, when it was ours first. As I looked all around the courtroom, all I could see was white faces with notepads and pens, some with TV cameras in the back looking at me, shaking their heads as mad as could be. I turned around and asked my lawyer, what was my charge? He gave me a cold, dark stare and said, trying to teach blacks. I looked at today's letter in big black letters, black woman teaching facts. And in little black letters, I could see today's date. The year was 3003. You black people weren't free, bound in the ignorance of your own communities and ruins, drug use and commons, alcoholics and courage, schools now jail, no learning, it's a black man's hell. As I looked all around the courtroom, the room began to spin. I felt it all in my soul because it seemed so real. As I stood out of my seat, one silent bullet pierced the air, hit its target, and I fell dead. As I screamed out in pain, my body awakened to find myself in bed because I had a nightmare about the 3003 slaves. I had a nightmare about the 3003 slave, y'all. I know, right? That one was tough. Facing that fear of a mother, the justice system, the education system, all in one. Popularizing things. But as I began to face that ugliness, and I began to let the ocean just speak to me. I drove to the beach one day to let my mind float away. I found myself walking towards the dunes, letting the water and its currents guide my footsteps. When the Gulf of Mexico hit my soul, she began telling me her story, how her waters were ancient and full of healing. She told me to witness her beauty and power. I could hear the music of the Mayans calling me to dance. I could feel the horns of New Orleans causing my hips to move. The heaviness of the Mississippi blues grounded my feet when the strongest wave hit. The lyrics of Florida's tribes of old begin whispering words that move my soul. It's emerald waters anointing me. She told me all her secrets, that all she had to be was who and what she was created to be, the sea and nothing more. She gave me some otherworldly command to just be who and what I was, and to take this moment to soak up the sun, letting its rays fill me with its vitamin E so that my melanin stay high. And that sunlight shining like a diamond, I begin to let go and I begin to release it all. I saw the beauty around me. I saw what once looked like enemies, but were friends. I saw what love really was. I let all of the tension and anger go there on the Gulf of Mexico shore. On that bay, I began to release the anger, the pain, the atrocities done to me by history. I released it all. Sexual trauma, I released it. I forgave those who did me wrong, who profiled me, who stopped me, who said I was supposed to stay in their box, and I released it. I embraced love. I embraced passion. I embraced natural beauty. I won on those beach shores. I released. I let it all go. I faced my fears. I was no longer going to be afraid of an education system. I was his first teacher. I was going to make sure that that young man would only be a lawyer and not on the other end. I release because love, it's more powerful than hate, fear, discrimination. Because like all the other mothers, we want our boys to survive too. I release.